Hello, my fellow investigators. Welcome to Watch Us Lose, where we are completing our campaign to play every Ancient One in Fantasy Flight Games Eldritch Horror.
This time we are fighting Azathoth, the Demon Sultan.
I'm Rob.
I'm Eric.
And I'm Len.
Oh, it's been a little while, and I'm glad that we're all back, and I hope that you guys are ready to play our final game in this campaign. How are you guys feeling?
I'm feeling good, but I understand nothing of what's going on the board, so why don't you explain it to me and the various people who may or may not be watching it, but mostly me.
All right, so Eric's feeling lost. How about you, Len?
I'm in awe of the fact that we're on the last one.
I know, it's only been a year and a few months.
And when we started it, I was like, all right, well, I'll see everybody in 2027 when we finish this, and here we are, and it's like, wow, that's crazy. So
I am curious, and as we go through each session, I'll dig a little more into this, but having just played a whole lot of this game, what are the big lessons that you've learned about playing Eldritch Horror?
Losing is as fun as winning.
I could not disagree with that more. Rob, I mean, you and I have had at my house some games of this where we just got caved in right from the get-go, and okay. I would venture to say that was anything but fun.
Okay, that sort of loss is not fun, but we haven't had any of those games where the game game just sucker punches you from the get-go. But those tense ones where you're not sure you win or lose, and even if you lose but you're fighting to the end,
those are the best.
Those are fun. Yeah, when the game curb stomps you from the round one, that's never fun. But we haven't gotten that yet, Rob.
Well, I'll see what we can do, but I think that our chances against Azathoth here are gonna be pretty okay. So if we take a quick look at what we are up against, we have Azathoth, the Demon Sultan, and he's fairly straightforward. When Doom hits 0, we're gonna lose straight up, and we are instructed to place an Eldritch token on the green sigil of the Omen track. And what that is going to do when we come back to here, anytime we move back to this green symbol here, we're going to lose additional Doom on our Doom track. But we start all the way over here at 15, so we have a little bit of Doom to play with, which is good because our mystery this week is based over here, where we have an epic monster to defeat. So the mystery is the Green Flame. In response to the cult's invocation, a jet of green flame emerged from the fissure, racing across the ceiling and walls as if a living thing. Simply put, we got an epic monster on the board. It has a toughness equal to the number of investigators plus 2, so there are 4 investigators, a toughness of 6. The sanity, or the horror rating and the strength is pretty high at 3 each. But he's only taking 1 off of the sanity check and 1 off of the combat check. So even at the start of the game, I don't think that is insurmountable.
Rob, I noticed that there is some sort of reckoning symbol on that. I'm sure this monster is a piece of cake, but just to check, what does that reckoning thing do to us? You did make it sound very easy.
Yeah.
But just out of curiosity.
So we do have to deal with this promptly, because on a reckoning, we're going to place an Eldritch token on the green space of the Omen track. So the downside of having this come out early is that if any go up there, that's going to stick around, and our doom's going to drop more and more as the game progresses. That's all.
More and more you mean by tons, because there's no way to remove those Eldritch tokens,
Tons
right?
of stuff. It's 1 out of 4. It's 1 out of 4 spaces. We'll be fine.
Easy.
It will be
easy.
fine. Now, the other thing to talk about is last game we suffered our first defeat, and by the rules of our campaign, that means we have lost access to those characters, and so we had to choose new ones. So Len, who did you decide to go with?
I went with Sister Mary, the nun. A little bit of a departure from Agatha. I'm very upset about losing Agatha because for someone that we all perceived as perhaps a weak character, I think we found that she actually could be pretty good.
Yeah,
So
She kicked ass.
Yeah, so this one's going to be a little bit of a challenge, but I like that she starts with holy water, and I love her story. If we can get that to pass, she can never lose a boon condition. That just sounds so delightful to me. So we'll see.
Very cool. I sort of chose maybe a little hastily. I'm not sure how I feel about this the more that I look at it. But I went with Safina Rousseau, largely because I thought we needed an investigator on the board, and with 4 observation and 3 lore, I thought that she would serve that role well. She can also get some improvements pretty easily, and then she can spend those improvements to gain clues, focuses, and resources, which we might be needing. Now, Eric.
Yes, Rob.
I can't help notice that on my overlay, your character is already on fire.
Yes. Well,
Would you
Rob,
mind explaining yourself?
well, when picking a character, I really thought I had to think a lot. And I asked myself, where have all the good men gone? And where are all the gods? Where's the street like Hercules to fight the rising odds? And so I had to go with Rex Murphy, the character that every Eldritch horror player talks about. And obviously, if everyone talks about him, he's got to be good, right? That's the way it works.
Of course.
Because I checked all the message boards, and he always came up. So.
This may be the first Bonnie Tyler reference we've gotten on the stream this
There is
year.
no
so
doubt
lucky,
that this is
lucky
the
all of
first.
us.
No, Rex Murphy, I have decided I'm going to have fun this last game. Rex Murphy is always cursed. If he's not cursed, he immediately becomes cursed. But you do get a benefit in that you get to improve a skill and you gain a clue. That being said, Rex Murphy is useless. And I am going to be useless for this game. The only thing he can do is acquire stuff very easily. So while he's around, I guess I'm going to try to buy stuff and maybe try to trade with people.
The
If I can get... Yeah.
The reason he's useless is because he's cursed. He has 3s and 2s across the boards,
Yes.
which are pretty solid. And he has 7 and 7 on his stats.
Yes.
If he wasn't cursed, he'd be pretty awesome.
Yes. And if I can get 5 clues, he won't be cursed. But that's pretty hard when you can't accomplish anything because you're cursed. It's going to be interesting. If I can pull that off, I will have made a brilliant move. But I am doubtful of that happening.
As are we. And then to fill out our roster, I pulled in Michael McGlenn to be our combat monster. He starts out with a high strength, and he also opens the game with a Tommy gun that's going to give him an additional 4 on combat rolls. He has some tricks up his sleeves to help get him more items because basically he's a thief and a gangster. So hopefully he's going to be instrumental in getting us through our first mystery. So before we get to our first mystery, we do have to resolve our Prelude card. So we saw this earlier in the campaign, I think, The Coming Storm. You have seen the signs that others could not. They called you paranoid, called your preparations illogical, even crazy, but you know the truth. The truth that when the time comes, you will be ready. You will weather that which is prophesied to come. You will survive. See, even the game is rooting for us. So after we resolve the setup, we're going to resolve 3 of these mythos effects. We're going to move the omen, we're going to spawn a gate, and have a monster surge. And then, starting with the lead investigator, each investigator will resolve 2 effects of his choice. So we can move to a space or gain travel tickets, gain a clue and a focus, gain an asset, gain a spell, or improve 1 skill of your choice. So we have a lot going on here. So the first thing we're going to do is move the omen track to the blue sigil here. And we don't have any blue gates in play. We just have a red one in Hyperborea. So we don't lose any doom for that. Then we're going to spawn a brand new gate. Oh, in Sydney. With another cultist.
What does the cultists of Azathoth do? Anything interesting?
Sorry?
The cultists of Azathoth do anything interesting, or are they just...
They're pretty easy.
Except they'll always damage you.
Yeah, you'll always lose 1 health, and you just have a horror check of 1 to get through.
Okay.
Okay, so then we have a gate spawn, or a monster surge, through the blue gates, of which there are still 0. So we spawn another gate.
Oof.
Alright.
With the Nafka, when this monster spawn, move it to the Himalayas.
That's good.
So
Yeah.
let's get him out of the way.
Except he has a reckoning. What does he do? Oh, the investigator's on the space, lose
Yeah.
the health. It's
But
not
he
a
can
bad reckoning.
he can be ignored if we need to. All right, so now who's going to be our lead investigator?
Wait. Oh, yeah, okay. Len, you were
like
going
to go last, if at all possible. I mean, I
Okay.
don't have to go last, but I don't want to go first or second.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, so Michael is going to gain 1 asset with value equal to or less than his influence from the reserve.
Of 3.
Yeah, because I want him to have the Tome of Horrors, which will give him a bonus to sanity and reduce horror by a minimum of 1.
Okay.
Perfect for him.
Any objections?
No, that's fine.
All right. So that's going to be his first. And then I presume that this restocks.
Yeah, I
don't
would
there's
think so.
anything else that
Yeah.
lets us take from him.
Should he improve a skill or get a clue and focus?
Oh, 2 effects. Oh,
Yes.
oh, I misread that.
Yes.
And I actually really misread it, thinking, oh, we could only each take 1 thing.
So it does restock, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to restock it then.
All right.
See what we get. Psychoanalyst. You may reroll 1 die when resolving a will chest as part of a madness condition. When you perform a rest, you recover an additional sanity. Not bad.
You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do it and bump up his strength. I'll improve
Am I
his
correct in thinking this has to be 2 different effects?
strength. Yes.
It doesn't say 2 different.
I read it as 2. It says 2 effects.
Yeah. I would not say you can't do the same thing twice. Okay. So you did Michael. Now you got to do your other character, Rob.
I do. I was just giving a shout out to Desert Raven joining us in the chat. Thank you for watching and coming in to see how we do live. All right, so I didn't think about her at all, and then a gate opened up underneath her. So let's get a clue and a focus. Oops, that was the wrong button. What do you think? Gear, a spell?
I don't know. Whatever you feel like.
I mean, Safina can probably handle a spell.
Yeah, you might want to try a spell. We don't have any spellcasters.
Someone, yeah. Even if we can just get the instill bravery or.
Oh wait, do I get to choose what kind of spell?
You do.
Oh. I'm going to reshuffle that in without looking at it.
It's not going to be a glamour spell.
It's not going to be a glamour spell. Which is the action ones? Those are rituals, right?
No. Yeah, I mean, looking at summoning, yeah.
Let's get a ritual. Maybe ritual. Call the storm.
Oh, not bad.
That's perfect.
That's what we were looking for.
She's going to kind of be our gate closer, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I pulled her for the observation for clues, but I think she might end up being our gate closer.
Well, an observation is good for gates too, so I think that's going to work out well for her.
All right.
All right. You've done yours?
I've done mine.
All right. Since Rex really needs to get 5 clues, I'm going to take a focus and a clue to start off. That gives me 1. Now, I could.
You have an influence of 3.
I have an influence of 3, so I could grab the Grim Lexicon, and then on my turn, I could try grabbing some other stuff if something interesting came up.
That's right.
Or I could just improve a skill.
Right.
I think it's best to cycle through this as fast as possible, and see if we can get some good stuff, because we have no weapons yet, and we kind of need that.
Also gets you a second clue.
Yeah, I'll take the Grim Lexicon. Well, yeah, but I could have done that on my turn, too.
Oh, I guess that's true. Yeah.
I'm going to take the Grim Lexicon. That gives me a second clue.
See? You're almost halfway there.
I'm almost halfway there, and that's where I'm going to stay, probably, but we'll see. And we get Mystic Bounty Hunter. Gain +1 strength, gain +2 when resolving spell effects. Nice.
Not bad.
That may change what I do.
All right. Len?
All right. Well, anybody who's been watching this channel for the last year and a half knows that Len likes to get stuff. And so I'm going to improve a skill of my choice, and it's going to be influence. That will help me get stuff. And
Len is smart. God, I could have gotten the Agent of the Secret. Oh, you're smart, Len.
Oh, I wasn't. You know what? You're giving me more credit than I deserve. And if you want to roll it back to where you do that and get the agent, but the other stuff's been revealed. But still, like, that wasn't why I was doing it. I wasn't actually.
If I switched Agent of the Secret,
right, you flip flop the Agent of Secret for the book, and you're fine.
But I don't get the clue. I don't get the clue.
But you could always get the clue on a future turn.
Oh man, no. I made my choice. It'd probably be smarter to get that, but I didn't, so I didn't, and that's where I am.
There you go.
I'm just letting you know. Part of the reason I buffed was to try to get her, but instead of doing that, I will grab the. I'm gonna take.
You can't get her. Your
No, I
influence.
know. I'm gonna try to roll for her on my turn if she's.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, what are the odds of that? I still only have a 3. So I will. I'm gonna take a spell, and I'm gonna take an incantation spell.
All right.
With the thought of then, if you might be going after the Agent of Secrets, maybe I'll do the Bounty Hunter, and that'll help me from these spells. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Get under there.
Yeah, just
I'm just trying to get an incantation. Because I'd like to have one that has a passive effect to maybe help us. There we go, Instill Bravery. That's what I was looking for.
that's a pretty nice one. All right.
You ready to rock?
I
There
think
we go.
so. Let's do this. All right. So, Michael is it worth the burning a charter flight this early?
Yes.
All right. So, is there anything else for him to do? Yes. Okay, so he's going to focus. I should just go ahead and use the ability, because why not? What's wrong with the wanted condition? Let's do this. So he's going to use his action. If you're on a city space, you may gain one item or service asset of your choice from the reserve. If you do, gain a wanted condition. So I'm gonna gain charter flight to immediately move up to 2 spaces, then discard this card. 1, 2. And do we have a wanted? Oops. Here we go. And then when you perform a travel action. So I did not take a travel action. I just moved. I was hoping that that would be a clever way around it. But that's fine. All right. I'll deal with that later. Then Safina is not going to go move to that clue. So the first thing she's going to do is to call the storm.
On your space. Oh, because there's a cultist on your space.
And so I'm doing that as much to just find out what's on the other side of this as to hope to actually deal with it. I think it would be safer just to fight the cultist. But let's find out. All right,
Okay,
one success. So if you pass, the chosen monster loses 3 health. That defeats the cultist. And then call the storm. The arcane wind grows stronger even as your own breath grows weaker. Lose 1 health unless you discard this card. Okay, that is very important to know.
Yeah.
Because her health is not wonderful.
She's a little frail.
She is a little frail.
It is a good spell, though.
Yeah.
For the ones you can get.
On a 3 or more, 5. Okay. So we'll see if we remember that. So that was 1 action. Did I focus before that? Or that was just the first thing I did, wasn't it?
That was the first thing you did.
All right. Oh, I should have taken... All right. Well, let's get another focus. All right. Rex.
You didn't restock. That's what I was waiting for. Astute Researcher. When you gain this card from the deck, gain 2 tasks unique assets, then discard the
Your favorite.
task, and you then discard 1 task unique asset. Whenever you discard a task unique asset, gain a clue. So does that mean By gaining this card, I automatically gain a clue.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Why?
Because he draws 2, discards 1.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'll accept that.
It is a completely useless thing that I didn't want. I had other things I wanted to get. And if I had done what Len did and improved my influence, I could get more stuff. But I was not smart like Len. So I am going to move. Should I move or just hang out and focus?
Oh, if you go to San Fran, maybe you have a shot of improving a skill. I mean,
Yeah, I think I will go to San Francisco. And then I will get this guy using my power. I can gain any number of assets of your choice equal to your value. I will restock, see what comes up. Fishing net. You may re-roll 1 die when resolving a strength test during a combat encounter. Reduce the damage of a monster you encounter by 1. That is not bad. So that is the end of my turn.
No, you got to get your 2 tasks when you cast.
Oh, I gotta get 2 tasks. Where are those?
There in this deck.
Okay.
I'll wait because I think the choice on.
Why can't I find? Oh, there it is. Sorry, I don't seem to be able to type today. I mean, task is a hard word. That's 1. That's 2. So what I got was tempted by darkness. At the end of the mythos at the end of the mythos phase, you may spend 2 health and 2 sanity to flip this card. If you do not flip this card, gain 1 Eldritch token. But that means I could immediately discard it, and that means I could get another clue, right?
Probably.
Okay. Enlist the masses. When you perform a rest action, you may attempt to gather the people to your cause. If you pass, place test influence. If you pass, place 1 Eldritch token on this card, then you may flip it. Well, I'm going to just take the Tempted by Darkness.
Those are two pretty good tasks.
Yeah. Yep. And I will discard a task. And because I discarded a task, I get another clue.
You're more than halfway there.
Yeah, man. You didn't think you could make it happen.
I am fearing this Mythos card because we have only hard ones, and I can feel this game just setting me up for a fall.
We don't have only hard ones. We just for the record.
I will have 4 clues, and then the game will say, "Oh, you thought you were doing well, weren't you, Eric?" And then we'll see. But yep.
All right, you good with your 2?
I'm good with my 2.
All right, so Sister Mary's going to stay put, and first she's going to test influence to try to acquire assets. She's got an influence of 3. See how these new beautiful dice start off tonight for me.
Oh, nice.
That is wonderful. So I'm going to go for the agent because we have a chance to get her.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go into debt, take her, and then for my second action, I think I'll take a focus. I'm going to stay here to try to get the clue. We may need them later on. All right, that is all.
All right, so we made it through our first action phase. Encounter phase. So Michael is up here fighting the unpronounceable. All right, so we're going to start with a will -1 check. His will starts at a 3, but with the Tomb of Horrors, he gets +2. We'll take the -1 out of that. And then the horror is reduced by 1 to a minimum of 1. So even if he misses all of this, he'll only lose 1 sanity. Which is good, because I took unbalanced characters. All right, so I passed the sanity check. And now we're going to have the combat checks. So his base strength is a 5. -1 is back to 4. And with the Tommy gun, we're going to get 4 additional dice.
Ooh. Come on, Rob. Don't let us down. Don't let us down. Oh, that one would have stayed. You'd have done 6. You'd have done it.
You know,
That's
I
crazy.
was not expecting to defeat him on this roll, but
You do have a focus.
That's what focuses are for.
I am going to give it a shot just in case.
Yeah, I mean, this is legendary. Who kills an epic monster turn 1?
Not me.
Not Rob.
Not Rob.
But you put a big dent in him, though, so
Yeah.
that's amazing.
All right.
Well
So
done.
what did I do? 5 damage?
5 damage. You can't ask for more than that. I'm gonna put him right on your head.
All right. I'll wear it as a hat. That's what I think of you, Dolchka. I think that you are now my hat.
All right. So you're having an otherworldly encounter, your other character, Rob.
Yes, I am.
All right, let's take a look at what you got going on here. Otherworldly encounter. You grow frustrated walking through the empty streets, able to hear people talking and laughing nearby, but unable to catch up to them. You try to focus and distinguish the specific words from the mingled conversations. Roll observation.
All right.
Oof.
So,
That is a fail.
yeah, let me think about this for a second. Okay. So, let's spend a focus. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like these choices. I'll keep going. I want this gate to be closed.
You gotta roll better if you want this gate to be closed, Rob.
Do I go through the clues? I need advice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know,
Well-
man.
You know what? We have another round.
All right.
Because even if you don't close, if you close this one next round, close the next one the next, you still have some clues.
All right. I'll take the fail.
Okay, you take the fail. The words remain unintelligible. You realize that you've become lost in the city while chasing after the voices. You walk lost through Carcas's dark alleyways, considering the time-taking task of retracing your step. Lose 2 sanity unless you become delayed.
I will take the sanity hit.
Do you want me to instill bravery on your ass?
Why don't we hold off on that in case the Mythos card is worse? Because I'll still have 6.
Okay. All right. Read me a San Francisco encounter so I can fail it.
Alrighty.
I like Rex because now my pessimism is justified. You cannot say I'm being pessimistic. This character is well suited for me, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, a blind man challenges you to a game of chess and wins easily. You ask him to share his secret. Test influence.
Influence. All right. So influence is a 3. Yet again, regretting not improving influence.
Oh,
Pass.
look at you. If you pass, his knowledge of the infinite tapestry enhances your senses. Improve observation.
Yeah, I'll
It's
take
good
it.
because you would have gotten another Bane, and
Which
that's
could have been a
probably-
curse, which could have triggered your
Good
burst
to
of
go.
storm.
fail.
I was telling you, this game's out to get me. I can
Wow.
feel it.
Well done.
All right.
I will take a research encounter in a city, please.
You search the shelves of the dusty bookstore for the rumored tome. Test observation.
All right, so my base observation is 3, and with my agent of secrets, I have a +1, so that's 4. Come on, baby. All right.
All right.
Little
If you
overkill.
pass, you discover the tome and find it contains information about the court of Azathoth. Discard 1 Eldritch token from the Omen track.
Now we have our
Nice.
answer as to if they can come off, so that's good to know. So
Yeah.
that was better than getting a clue.
I think
honestly.
so. All right. I think that brings us to our first mythos phase.
That it does.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Do it.
A rumor. All right, so the first thing that happens is we spawn 2 clues. So we get 1 clue out.
Didn't see it. Is it?
It's somewhere over here, space
Phase
4.
4.
It was under my hat.
Uh-huh.
And 1 here at space 7. A dozen unpleasant-looking strangers have settled into Panama with a large collection of astronomical reference books. There is something unique about this place and time that allows them to rip apart the fabric of reality. Stars align. As an encounter, an investigator on Space 7 may attempt to find these strangers based on his observation of the stars. Test observation. If he passes, he convinces La Policia to remove the strangers. He may spend clues equal to half the number of investigators to solve this rumor. On a reckoning, advance the omen by 1.
So the basic Azathoth is just all about spinning this omen track as fast as possible.
Well, so this is a coincidence because this card is not tied to Azathoth.
Really?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Because it works really well with Azathoth and that doom on the
Yes,
thing.
it
so
does. Yes, it does.
So Rex, how are you going to feel about having to spend your clues to solve that rumor?
I'm gonna feel pretty good because I'm not doing that. So yeah, I feel awesome. Okay, now at the end of the mythos phase, I may spend 2 health and 2 sanity to flip this card. Correct?
Which card is this card?
Tempted by
Tempted by darkness.
Yes.
It is now the end of the mythos. Correct?
It is now the end of the mythos phase.
So I will spend 2 health, 2 sanity. And I'm going to flip the card. I probably should wait till a bunch of Eldritch tokens are on here, but I'm just trying
You're
to
trying to get your clues.
get the clues. So, gain a talent. 3, I could have gained a boon. That was pretty good, but I get nothing because I have 0 Eldritch tokens, right?
Right.
I got nothing. But I do discard this talent condition, and I get another clue.
Yep.
Okay. Rex is a mad run. You know, it's just like I gotta
so
get rid
now
of
you
this,
just need 1 more clue.
and then to
and
get
then
rid of my
a curse
curse.
card.
Yeah.
That should be
But I
easy.
already have a curse, so I have to get rid of my curse first.
Yeah,
That's the hard part.
you'll figure it out. Who's going to be our next investigator, lead investigator?
What do we got in here?
Does anyone need to go first? We can keep it on Michael.
No, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to work my way up to the rumor then. If Rex is gonna be selfish and not spend the clues to spin this thing down, because I'll tell you what, we're gonna get some serious cascading. Remember we just said, like, Rob, if he closes Sydney this turn, that'll save us one, and then Riley the next one. But if that thing is whipping around, that our doom is gonna go flying. We've got 2 red gates.
If you meet me at Space 7, I will give you an arcane assistant and a mystic bounty hunter.
No, I've got one better for you. How about this? If you go and attempt that this turn, I'm going to try to collect one more clue on the way and then give you the 2 clues that you need to make up for that. We can get rid of the rumor sooner, and then you basically wouldn't lose the clues. I'll pay them back to you. How does that sound? Because I've got a boat ticket already. So this turn I can get to Buenos Aires. Next turn, so it would be 2 turns, and you still have to figure out a way to
you
get
could take another boat ticket and get there this turn if you had nothing else to do on the way.
That's a really good point, actually. I'd be willing to do that.
And all right, fine. I mean, but well, I was gonna go to Space 7 regardless.
Right.
So, and I was gonna pick up the Mystic Bounty Hunter and the Arcane Assistant, because that's what I can buy. Unless there's something you want more in there. I can get one of the 2 items and the Arcane Assistant. Is there anyone you're looking for, Len?
No, do what you're gonna do.
Well, I don't care about any of them. Well,
I think
I'm going first.
I think so.
Okay, so no, Len, I'm going to trade with you, and the question is, which one do you want? Fishing net, Mystic Bounty Hunter, or Psychoanalyst?
I would say Mystic Bounty Hunter.
Okay, so I'm going to use my power to get the Arcane Assistant and the Mystic Bounty Hunter. We'll restock and restock. Really gotta seek the truth. Whenever you gain a clue during a research encounter, spawn a clue. Then you may spin... Okay. And advance the active mystery. Not bad. Specialized training. When you perform a focus action, you may consult experts to train. If you pass, discard this card and improve a skill of your choice. Nice. Both of those are nice.
Yeah.
I'm moving down to Space 7. That is the end of it for me.
All right.
And I've done my 2 actions.
Len?
All right. Well, I'm going to do what I said. I'm going to gain a boat ticket. And then basically move and then spend that boat ticket. And this one I started the game with to go boop, boop. Wait. Why did you go... Oh, that rumor pertains to this space.
Yes, to that space.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
You can try to gain the clue, and then next round we could trade.
Yeah, well... Okay, that's fine. I was hoping we could... Should have done this in the other order.
Do you want to have gone first?
Well,
you
if I
still-
did,
you'd
yeah,
still be
I
an
would say for him
active
not to acquire assets and just trade me the clue, then I could do the...
It works out the same either way.
Well, yeah, except I'm rolling 4 dice with a reroll on the rumor. That was the only thing. It's fine. We came this far. We're gonna trust that you can pull this off again.
Yeah,
You do have the
I like
and-
this way because you have a better chance of getting the clue than I do. So
Right,
I'm like,
that's
yeah,
true.
oh,
That's fair.
and
that's fair.
then if I whiff the rumor, then both of us could, there's lots of things we can do. But that's okay.
All
You're
right.
done, Rob.
All right. So Michael is just going to focus and get a resource.
I guess.
Now he could Or no, he can't because he already has a wanted condition. All right, so that's what he's going to do. And then...
Hey, when you spent that focus, did you get the free one from the memento?
I did not. Thank you.
That...
Okay, and so Safina also isn't going to go anywhere because she wants to close this gate. So she's going to focus again. She doesn't have an improvement. Her influence is a 2. Is there anything that will help her out? Yes. Yep. I want the specialized training because I want improvements. So, well, I guess she could have rested. But let's do this. So I'm gonna try to acquire assets. Gonna fail. Does anyone really want to seek the truth?
I mean, it's nice.
Because I'm thinking if I go into debt to take both of the 2 ones, unless somebody really wanted it.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
That'll come in handy, I'm
If you perform a focus action in pass, you could have killed the monster, but yeah.
Yeah, well, you know. If.
All right. What else do we get in here in the restock? We get Curio Shop. When you gain this card, immediately gain an artifact. That's nice. And Agency Quarantine. Monster loses 4 health. 2 nice ones.
Yeah.
really nice one.
All right. Let's do some encounters.
So you want me to try to do this? All right. So I'm going to do an observation test. My observation is a 3. I'm going to use my lucky trinket to re-roll all my dice.
Yes,
And I pass.
double success. Well done.
And I spend my 2 clues. I am not happy about this.
You paid your debts to society.
I am not
Great, you
happy.
dropped them in the bag.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they'll just be on top. All right. Well done.
Really well done.
I think you talked me into doing something that was not in my best interest. But
Oh.
Is defeating Azathoth in your best interest?
no. He seems like a cool guy. I think I could get a beer with
He's fun at
Azathoth
parties.
before he devours the
Yeah.
world.
Len, are you doing a research encounter?
Yes, sir, I am.
And you're still in a city, right? Or you're in a
Yes.
different city? A police car has been overturned by a Chiclotan. You race to rescue the men trapped inside. Test your strength.
Oh boy, of all the things, it had to be strength, huh? Okay, well, re-rolling 2 dice on this one. We have focuses. Come on, baby. Look
There you
at that.
go.
Look at
Nice.
that momentum.
There you go. If
Woo.
you pass, the grateful officers share everything they know about the alien creature. Gain this clue.
There we go. I love it when a plan works out.
Hey, it just occurred to me. And I can't wait to see how this goes over. When you guys trade, you could also give Rex the holy water so that he can get blessed and get rid of his curse.
Oh no.
You could do that. It would be a waste until I have 5 clues. So
All right. We're going to take another shot at Solchka. So again, testing my will, which is 3 minus 1 plus 2. No
Well
problem.
done.
And now we're going to do the combat check, which is 5 minus 1 plus 4.
Oh my god. Wow. Wow.
All
Well,
right.
you don't want to hit him too hard. There's no point to show off. That's what Rob is saying here.
Well,
It's gonna
hold on
do
a second.
Exactly the right amount.
Hold on. No, that's not the right amount because at this point I'm going to take 2 damage.
Okay.
So I will spend a focus to re-roll a die. See if I can reduce
You're that worried
some.
about taking damage? You're gonna burn a focus?
Yeah. They'll come
I
back.
mean, health.
They'll come back.
Michael McGlenn is very concerned about his health and well-being, which is good.
Yeah.
He's a gangster.
All right. So he's down to 6. All right. And so this is defeated. And then he has a city encounter.
Well, I'll read it since I didn't get to read one for Rex because of the
Okay.
thing. So, generic city?
Yep.
All right. Pretend night class is hoping to learn a new skill. Test lore.
Yeah. Nope.
If you fail, the loss of sleep takes a toll on your stability. Impair will.
Well, that's awful.
Oof.
That makes me unhappy. All right. So that was all of mine.
Okay. Another otherworld encounter for you, right?
Yeah.
I never put the last one back.
No, you didn't.
I was so disappointed. You find yourself lost again. Man, buy a compass. You find yourself lost in a tower with a stair going in all directions. The walls and the ceiling and the floor look alike to you. You try to make sense of this strange labyrinth to find your way to the top of the tower. Test lore.
All right. So I got a lore of 3.
Okay.
Hold on. So it's will or I guess
Influence. I mean, the focus you will spend to get the success condition will balance out the difference between the two stats. It's whether you want to get a despair condition or lose sanity.
I can protect the sanity loss. I'd like to flip the card and see what's going on.
Yeah.
So I will spend a focus to re-roll a die. Once per round, when you spend 1 focus, I haven't done this yet this turn, right? No.
Mm-hmm.
I get it back.
Mm.
And then I'll spend a focus.
Okay.
Come on, Safina.
There
There
we
you
go.
There you go. In the upper chambers, a masked figure wrapped in tatters sits on a throne. It looks at you, filling you with thoughts of chaos. Test will.
All right. So my will is a 3. Still nothing else here. Spend another focus.
Did you really roll that?
No, that
did not
wasn't a
look like
roll. I was
roll.
flipping it over and over. There.
Okay, there you go. If you pass, you harness its power to return home. Close this gate.
All right.
Hallelujah. Safina, man, it's hard. It's been a rough go for her.
Whew.
She
All right.
gets lost a lot, apparently. Speaking of all being lost, I believe it's time for a mythos. Is that correct?
Yep.
see. Okay. Advance the omen track.
So the omen track comes to a red space. We have one red gate. So doom is reduced to 14.
Okay. Monster Surge.
So in that red gate, we get 2 monsters. Is that right? That is right. So we're going to get a Ithian and a Maniac.
Ooh, those Ithians hit hard. Wow. If you lose sanity from the Ithian, test will. Move to a random space. If you do not resolve the strength test, and you do not resolve any other encounters.
They just,
wow.
Fortunately, we have a agency quarantine around, and then just a Maniac who's relatively straightforward.
But the Ithian has 5, so even the agency quarantine won't get rid of it.
No. All right. So that was the Monster Surge.
Okay. Then we
2
spawn
clues. Yep.
Spawn 2 clues. 1
in San Francisco.
2.
Where did that go?
On your head.
Ha! All right.
Okay. Now, you remember something from your earliest childhood. It was a simple rhyme someone told you to comfort you when you were afraid. Little by little, the words return as they do. You feel safe again. Perhaps those words have more meaning now. Each investigator may gain 1 focus, spend 1 focus to gain 1 clue, or spend 1 clue to gain 1 glamour spell.
Wait,
well,
is this an easy Mythos card?
This is an easy Mythos card. Someone put an easy Mythos card back in, and it was only took us 3 games of complaining, and it turned up.
1 game, 3 weeks.
3 weeks. 3 weeks of complaining. I believe I will spend a focus to get a clue. Strangely enough, since that seems to be my singular focus here.
Len?
I will do the same, just so we really have enough for Rex.
I think both my guys are just going to take... Yeah, I don't think I'm ready for a glamour spell yet.
You can't. Oh, you do have clues. All right, yeah.
So, all right. So it is the end of the Mythos phase. If the Dolchka epic monster has been defeated, solve this mystery. Now somebody owes me a thank you. Who's that?
Sister Mary owes you a thank you because He Is My Shepherd goes off. So when a mystery is solved, discard this card and gain the Fear No Evil reward. And the Fear No Evil reward improves influence and will. And the best part is when Sister Mary, she can no longer discard a boon, nor can she gain a bane unless I choose to.
All right. And I think... Okay, so Saphine's is based on improvements, spending the improvement tokens. And Michael's is killing non-epic monsters. All right, so I don't know if we've ever solved a mystery in 2 turns before.
We powered through that. What is our next mystery?
Occult research. The Shan are controlling innocent victims everywhere, using them to call forth Azathoth. After an investigator resolves a research encounter, he may spend 1 clue he gained from that encounter and place that clue on this card. At the end of the Mythos phase, if there are clues on this card equal to the number of investigators, solve this mystery.
Oh, that's not bad.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. We've gotten lucky with the blue and the green Mythos that put out 4 clues too at the beginning.
All right. So
All right.
who's going to be our lead?
I can offer to take it because I'm gonna be blessed. And maybe that'll help.
All right.
No.
No?
Um,
Can I keep it? You can keep it.
I want to go before you.
You got
And
it.
the reason I want to go before you.
Len doesn't care about the reason.
I just perfectly baited him into taking the lead investigator. I hope everybody saw that.
I will tell you then. Damn, I wish my influence was just slightly higher, but it is not. So, I am going to first use my ability to get the fishing net. And the... Or, well, no. Len?
Mm-hmm.
When you perform a rest action, do you want to recover extra sanity, or do you want to reduce the horror of monsters? Probably recover.
Yeah, the sanity would be
Okay.
good.
So I'm gonna get the I'm gonna use my powers to get the psychoanalyst. And we'll restock, see what that gives us. Fresh fruit. That's not bad. Then I am going to trade with Len, and somehow I don't know. Len has performed some sort of Jedi mind trick on me because I'm giving him stuff, which I know he likes.
Yeah.
And I mean, the main reason I'm giving him stuff is I'm always cursed, so I can't use anything. So I'm giving him the Arcane Assistant, which gives him an additional dive for spells. Then I'm giving him the Mystic Bounty Hunter, which gives him +2 for resolving spells, and then get extra sanity. So I'm going to do that.
I'm going to give you all the clues, just in case you need an extra re-roll for something.
All right.
That's a
sure.
good plan. All right. So that was your 2?
That was my 2.
All right. Well,
4th and kick ass.
I'm gonna use my holy water to discard this card to choose an investigator in my space to gain a blessed condition.
Oh, thanks, Len. I really appreciate that.
I'm so sorry that I can't return the goodwill, but I kind of need this. And then, as much as I want to get stuff,
don't need it. You just want it.
well, I'm gonna move up to San Francisco because I really think if we can rush this second mystery, we're really gonna give ourselves the best shot here.
Yep.
So.
All right.
That's my 2.
So even though Michael isn't that great of an investigator, he's going to come. Oh, God, that would trap him. But yeah, okay. So he's going
What
to
if
come...
you bought a ticket before you went up there, and then it wouldn't trap him?
Because I kind of, I have to focus. Okay. All right. So technically, the ticket happened first, and then he moved into the middle of nowhere. And then Serafina is considering training or resting. I think I have one more. All right, so I'm gonna focus, and I can test will. And then I passed. If you pass, discard this card, improve one skill of your choice. So let's improve lore. And then we're gonna move to here. All right.
Should have given Serafina all the arcane stuff.
Yes, you should have.
But you were not close enough.
Well,
Len
that's why I didn't
tricked
say
me.
anything. Snarky and annoyed as all the arcane stuff was going to someone who wasn't me. All right.
I'm just so used to Len playing an arcane character. Yeah, it's not quite Mythos. What am I doing?
Are you ready for your encounter?
Go ahead.
Ready? All right, grifters have chosen you to be their next mark. You plan on turning the tables with a few tricks of your own. Test observation -1.
Observation -1, so that's 2.
Oh, I really wanted you to get that.
I'm going to use my trinket to re-roll both dice.
Oh.
Nope.
If you'd have passed, you would have improved influence, but if you fail, they swindle you. Discard an item and a trinket. I guess it's a good thing you... Oh, no.
Oh, that's...
Spend one of those clues. Spend one of those clues while you can. You don't want to lose that talisman.
I'm not gonna make it though.
Oh.
It's gonna be
Not
a
with
waste.
that attitude.
It's gonna be so waste.
You said Rex was going to be fun, so here we're having fun, aren't we?
All right, we're gonna see. I think
not
I'm gonna
in the
lose
bag.
that talisman. I don't think this is gonna do anything.
See how the power of negativity affects the die.
Oh! If only you weren't first.
That sucks, dude, because
Yeah.
actually you didn't give me any trinkets, so that would have happened either way.
Yeah.
One item and one trinket.
I could spend another clue.
No.
Mm-mm.
You sure?
Yeah. Well, I mean that's up to you, right? Because still getting rid of this, I mean,
Yeah, I don't know. Because you still have to get rid of the cursed.
which means you need to roll a 4, 5, or a 6 during a card that has a reckoning, which could be this time.
I mean, so actually we know that we're going to have 2 reckonings in a row.
Right.
This is
Because we've done the green card and the blue, and the reckonings are on the yellow. And in stage 1, there's 1 green, 1 blue, and 2 yellow.
I'm gonna spend another clue. I'm gonna give it a shot.
Wow. No, what are you doing?
Where are you going to get your 5th clue from?
Yeah.
All right, nah, then fine. I won't. I'll get rid of everything I love in my life instead. I am now officially a useless character. With that trinket, I could do stuff. Now I am absolutely dead in the
That
water.
does make it hard. But if you didn't get those clues, I think removing the curse brings you back to being useful. You're rolling to see if you got your rabbit hunter.
Never
See, there
do
you go.
that. Never do that.
It would have been another 5. All right.
All right, Len, where are you?
I am on a clue in San Francisco. So city research encounter.
The local authorities ask for your assistance in investigating a strange green mist that has settled in an alley. Test observation.
Okay, so my observation is 3 plus 1 with the agent. 4 blessed dice. How does it pass?
All right. If you pass, you discover the mist originates from a meteorite. Gain this clue.
All right, and after I gain a clue, I can spend it and place it on the mystery, which I will. Boop.
All right. So we got one of our 4 clues there. Let's see how lucky Michael can get.
Okay, I'll read it. Len read last time. All right. And this is wilderness. You could discover a 20-foot tall gray metallic cone. Gain this clue. Okay.
All right, I'll take
They
it.
got lucky. And then the bad stuff happens. You try to make sense of the alien technology inside. Test lore.
Test lore, you say?
Lore -1.
Lore -1, you say?
Oh, even this isn't bad though.
No,
There's no
this
negative
isn't bad.
fail. This is phenomenal.
You pass.
I pass.
If you pass, you manage to operate the Shan technology. Discard one Eldritch token from the Omen track, but there isn't any.
There isn't
right?
one.
All right.
I'll still take that as a win.
That is a win.
All right, and then Safina has a clue at sea.
All right. I will give that a read for you as well. All right. In the sea. Out here, away from the city's lights, you can see clear stars have shifted from where you had predicted. Gain this clue. Okay.
All right.
Oh.
Now what?
Okay. Then move the Omen track to any space on the track and advance Doom by 1 for each gate on the game board that corresponds to that Omen.
All right. So
Move
we've
it
got,
to what doesn't correspond, and
so we've got a red and a blue.
move it to the. That's the longest to come back around and do horrible things to us.
What do you think, Len?
Did he say move it to the green?
Yeah.
It's
I
the
think
only
moving it
one.
to the first blue is
Then
better.
you advance Doom by 1.
Yeah, I think you're advancing it by 1 either way.
No, well, if you move to green, it won't
You'd
be
advance
until the
by
next
2.
gate. What?
Maybe I'm misunderstanding.
If he moves it to blue, the card says advance Doom.
Oh, okay. I thought you said that doesn't correspond.
Then it does.
Yeah. Yeah.
If he moves it to green, it doesn't advance Doom, but then we get once the Omen track moves, we will get a Doom.
Right.
But
Right.
if he moves it to a blue, then if he
Right.
moves to the blue,
And leaving it at red isn't great either. All right.
there's no good choice, but
Well,
whatever. All right.
so that was odd.
Yeah, it was. But hey, they were 2 free clues we didn't have to roll for. So
Yeah.
even Rex could have gotten those clues.
Even Rex. All right. So we have Mythos. Advance the Omen track.
All right. So we go to a blue space. We have a blue gate. So Doom comes down to 13. And
Okay.
then
Then Reckoning effects.
reckoning effects. Okay. So starting with monsters on the board. Nothing on the maniac, nothing on the cultist, nothing on the Ithian, the Nafka. Each investigator on the space loses 1 health. Nobody's on that space. So that's okay.
I always
Then-
bad for the Himalayan monsters because when they end up there, we ignore them. It's like there's a monster in the Himalaya. That's fine.
That's where they belong.
You do you, monster. That's cool.
There are no Mythos cards in play. So then we go to the Great Old One, who doesn't have one either. So it goes to items and conditions, starting with the lead investigator, who is cursed.
I will roll for my curse.
Yay!
Yay! My curse is gone.
All
I'll just
right. Yeah, throw it out.
throw it out.
We'll dig them out when we need them.
Okay.
Well done. Well, let me
This
Oh,
is
wait.
this is well, that's on our turn, right? Or is
No.
it right away?
no, it's a passive.
Okay. So, if you do not have a curse condition, I could gain the curse condition, gain 1 clue, and improve 1 skill.
No.
However, I could, when you gain a curse condition, you may... Oh, no, I do gain the curse condition.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do gain a clue. I do get to improve 1 skill, which I will improve influence, because that was
You were
my mistake at the
complaining about
beginning. And I get to undo my mistake, except now everything costs... Oh, no, it's 4. Awesome. That works well. Okay. When you gain a curse condition, you may spend 5 clues to discard this card and gain the cursed lifted reward.
All right, so you do still get that cursed.
I am still cursed. Curse listed. You lose your passive ability. When you gain this card, discard a curse condition. Okay? And so I just discard this curse.
All right.
And I discard this card. Do I just throw it in here?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
And spend your 5 clues.
And I spend my 5 clues. And now...
You are no longer cursed.
And each reckoning,
you have a
I
reckoning.
gain 1 clue and improve a skill. And all of a sudden, I look like a genius for picking Rex Murphy. Because
Wait,
now...
you spent 6 clues and you threw them all in the bag. Stop
I wasn't
throwing
counting.
them in the bag.
Oh, sorry.
So really, we could have gotten away with you having 4 clues. Thinking about it now,
Yeah, we could have.
but
Yeah.
In hindsight.
So, congratulations. Well played.
Yeah.
seriously.
I am now useful. Although I would have liked to kept my lucky trinket. That was nice.
Yeah.
And I am no longer cursed.
Wow.
For now. The game
Yeah.
can still...
The game could still curse you. All right, Len.
Len. Oh, what does Len want to do? Len can't get to a clue. Oh, wait a minute. What am I saying, Len? This is
Yeah,
a
resolve
minute.
your cards. You got 2.
my cards. Yeah. Okay. Let's. Well, I'll do the debt because the blessing isn't going to go away either way. So let's flip it. Oh, a sorcerer holds you down and carves a symbol into your forehead. Time to pay what you owe, he says. You attempt to dispel the darkness that fills your thoughts. Test lore. So my lore is 2 + 1 with my agent of secrets. So I'll be rolling 3 dice. Never reroll. Okay. Oh, look at that.
Oof.
I don't even need those to be blessed. All right, discard this card. And then my blessed condition says I just have to roll a die on our 1 or 2. I get rid of it. But joke's on you, game, because I keep rolling 6s. And even if I did, I can't get rid of it because I fear no evil.
All right. And neither of my characters are going to get to their things, I'm sure. Oh, I should pay attention at the end of the action phase if you 2 or more deal or pursuit conditions. Okay. So I am wanted. Test observation.
This is where we need Laura, because if she had that
Yeah.
roll, she'd have nailed it.
All right. If you fail, flip this card. The debris littering the floor makes it clear that the locked doors cannot protect you. Discard 1 item possession. Guess which one that's going to be.
That's not fun.
That is not fun. All right. And then I have a debt over here. You regret having made such a deal with these nefarious creatures. The need seemed worth the pound of flesh at the time. But now hungry eyes watch you with unyielding intensity. Lose 3 health unless you discard an ally asset. Do I have an ally?
No.
Oh man.
Oh, Safina, we hardly knew ye.
Ooh. Oh.
You know, she did a shitty job on those gates. She deserved it.
Yeah. Oh, man. All right.
That hurts.
Len, would
Yeah.
you be so kind as to do the honors of flipping her to her death scene?
Oh yes, where is she? Where is? Oh, she's out in the middle of the sea, unfortunately. Oh. Oh no! Oh, so dramatic. And there she lies.
Oh, that is so disappointing.
Oh, wow.
All right, so I brought the Doom down. Focus doesn't stay, right?
No.
Ooh. Okay. So what happens next in the Mythos phase?
Oh, jeez. We haven't even gotten through the Mythos phase. I suppose we have to spawn a gate.
All
This
right.
actually could be bad. Spawn the gate.
All right.
Okay.
So
It's in
another
Africa.
red one in the heart of Africa.
Okay. And so, reports from all over the world indicate that cults have begun to use UBG catchers in their rituals. They seem to be trying to manipulate the travels in the dreamlands. You feel what sort of results this might achieve. Each investigator with a lost in time and space condition is devoured. Each investigator on a space containing a gate gains a lost in time and space.
Anyone on a gate?
No.
Oh, but I kind of wish I was, because we are far away from clues now.
There.
Safina dying is bad. That screwed us out of
Ooh.
maybe getting this other mystery.
All right. Wow. All right. So if folks want to bear with me for a second, because I need an investigator that we haven't played before that is near a clue. Who starts in South Africa?
Is Okoye?
We've played her.
Oh, is she dead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't we play her?
I don't know.
I think we did. Eric, do you remember?
Yeah, you did. That was one of your early on ones.
Whoever started in Buenos Aires would work.
That was the one who had the model that looked far sexier.
Oh,
yeah, I
hey, no,
didn't
no,
like
you just
that.
had her. Stop. You just passed her.
Yeah,
Go
she's been defeated. She's out of the game.
Oh, you're scrolling through them all. I thought those were the ones that were left. I got you.
Okay.
One who starts in Sydney would work too.
Okay, well, you've got Ursula in the heart of Africa,
Let's do Ursula. She's fun, right?
and if you defeat the Tico there, you gain one random item asset. Or you could just go directly to the clue, I guess.
I don't know. She's her numbers are okay. Her specials aren't all that great. All right, I'll just do it to move things along.
You sure?
She dies.
Hmm?
You also have Sister Mary's already in play.
Yes.
Uh,
We get Father Mateo in here and really represent the church.
all right, so you're doing Ursula?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So what's her? Actually,
Ursula.
this is different. If you're on a named city space, you may discard one artifact and this card to gain the renown reward. When Doom is at 6 or lower. All right.
And what's the renowned reward? I'm curious. Renowned. When you gain this card, Gain Jake Williams once during the round. During the action phase, you may gain one focus or one resource. Okay. Okay.
The joy,
Not bad,
mineralogy
Rob.
research. All right.
All right. Who's lead investigator?
Who is going to be the lead investigator? Someone other than me, because I need a moment.
Well, I just want to take a moment to just say, not only did we lose Safina, I just got word that Coolio died, and that is a double whammy.
Julio died.
Cool.
Yeah.
Really? Huh.
Yes.
That is. I have not thought about Coolio in years. But,
Well, that's your first mistake.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
all right. Well,
Well-
to give Rob the most time, I guess I'll stay lead investigator, and that way I can do things while he is trying to figure out what to do. That being said, I'm trying to figure out what to do. So I'm on space 17. I guess I could start going down to this gate here and
Yeah.
try to deal with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move down to Buenos Aires. And then I'm going to use my power to gain an asset equal to my influence. My influence is now a 4. And I'm going to gain the Curio Shop. That will give me, when I get this, I immediately discard it and get an artifact. And it says artifact, not unique artifact, so it's from the asset deck, right?
Nope,
Oh no,
it
it's
is
from
on
here.
the artifact deck.
So I just take the top one, or?
Yep.
Okay. I'll shuffle it, take the top one, and let's see what I got. Magic item, Key to Carcosa. Once per round, you may spend 1 sanity to reroll any number of dice when resolving a test. Almost as good as my lucky trinket, but not
Yeah.
quite.
And you got me to protect your sanity, so
Yep. Oh, and hired muscle. That's not bad either. Okay. So that's my 2.
All right. Well, I'm also in the same place you are, where it's like I'm not really sure. Oh, all right. So not sure what to do. I'm going to acquire assets because that's what I do.
That is what you do. Never have enough stuff.
Rolling 4 dice. Oh my.
Oof!
All right. Well, I'm still going to go into debt and take that hired muscle because that's one stat I don't really have. So I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll do that. Then you know what I'm going to do? Because there really isn't much for me to do. I'll just try to get rid of the debt. Make this a
All
very
right.
quick and easy turn. There we go. Goodbye,
All
debt.
right. I want to restock to see what you had here. So what did we get? Holy Cross!
Oh, that's
Oh.
good for Michael to get.
That is very nice.
All right. Speaking of Michael's, that means it's his turn.
I guess, yeah.
All
I
right.
need to step away for a second.
So what are we? He needs to kill some monsters.
They are very far. Well, he could go
No,
up
they're
here.
not that far.
Yeah, there's a lot up here on this red gate.
5, 6. That would give him 7 out of the. What does he need? He needs 10. All right. So he's gonna move and then spend his train ticket to get to Arkham.
Then get a boat ticket. So for next round, you can book up there.
Or what other gear is here? No, he's going to go shopping. Or is he going to use his special and risk it again? He's going to use his special. Why not?
I'm back.
What does your special do again?
It allows him to gain an item or service were equal to his influence or lower.
You'll do the agency quarantine to soften up that Yithian.
I can't afford that.
Oh, okay.
Can take a Holy Cross
Okay.
to get his will back up where he wants it to be. So that's his turn.
And you get a time-worn brand. Gain +1 strength. You may reroll 1 dice when resolving combat. No, that's not horrible.
So Ursula wakes up, finds a chocho and a gate underneath her, and decides she has to start helping to save the world.
Are you going for the gate or are you going for the clue? You get the clue, we solve the mystery this round.
That's a better idea. All right, so she's going to move 1 space along an uncharted path and perform 1 additional action. So we have a yellow uncharted path right down here. We're going to do that. So now she still has 2 actions. First of which will be to get a focus. And then her second action is going to, what's her influence? A 2? Well, let's roll some dice and see what she can get.
Nice.
2 successes.
Fishing net. Or fresh fruit.
Yeah, I
and
think I'm going to take
time
the
brand.
fresh fruit and the time-worn brand.
Okay.
And that's her 2. Which
Aubrey
brings us
stock.
back to the... oh, yeah. So we got an automatic, 45 automatic,
Not bad.
and an expedition map.
Hmm.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
So, where are you at? Where are you?
I
Oh, you're in
am
Buenos Aires.
Buenos Aires.
All right. Here we go. A mob pressures you to join their pilgrimage to a shrine in Mercedes. Test will -1.
Will -1. Okay. So that's 2 dice. Pass.
If you pass, they leave you small gifts from Gauchito Gil. Gain a ritual spell and a random trinket from the deck.
Okay.
Boy, if that would have happened in the other order, would have had a trinket to get rid of.
Yep.
Still
Well.
have your thingy.
Okay, so
You get
the
a
first
better-
thing I get is a trinket, right?
Yeah, I'm going to do something real quick. Okay.
Okay. And well, trinket, and I get the trinket of the pocket watch, which
Okay.
cannot be delayed unless I want to. All right, that's fine. And you've set up for the ritual already.
Yep.
The ritual, occult exaltation. Choose yourself or another investigator. Test lore. If you pass, the investigator gains a talent condition. Oh, nice.
Okay.
My lore is kind of crappy, and I gave away all my occult stuff, so that's
Well,
not
you can give
that
that away
yet.
too.
yeah.
All right, Len.
San Francisco, please.
The fabric of reality is weak in the seedy Tenderloin district. As a result, many here suffer from the black madness. Very little of what they say can be understood. Test your lore -1.
That's my lore's a 2, but the Agent of Secrets gives me 1, so that's a 3. Wait, I should be rolling 2 dice. This is not a real roll. 3 dice. 3 minus 1 equals 2, not 3. There we go.
All right. Where are we? If you pass, you learn much. Improve one skill of your choice.
Nice.
Maybe. Let's go with. Yeah, I'm gonna go with lore. I have a lot of buffs on that, but let's make it as strong as possible, just in case.
All right. Can I have an Arkham encounter from someone?
All right, I'll read you an Arkham. If I can find the right stack. Arkham. You try to board a burning cargo ship at the docks and find survivors. Test strength.
Good.
Yeah. Right guy for that one.
I passed.
Okay, if you pass, you interrupt one of the sailors starting to burn an ancient scroll. Gain 1 non-ritual spell.
All right. So this is how we're going to do this. Going to do it the old-fashioned way. That's a non-ritual spell. The markings of Isis, +1 to all skills. That's going to hurt me in the end, but I'll accept it. All right, and then Ursula is gonna have a research in the city. Yeah.
All right. City, you meet with former colleagues who have studied the occult and speak with him at length about your findings. Test influence -1. Oof.
All right. We're going to use that focus.
You don't have to.
Why not?
Because you can pay 1 less focus to pay for an effect.
Is that...
So re-rolling would cost you 1 focus. You're spending 1 less.
All right.
Oh, nice. If you pass, he shares what he knows. Gain this clue.
All right.
Did it. Athena's sacrifice is noted.
All
right. Let's have a mythos phase.
All right. Okay. Advance the omen track.
All right, so we're going to come down to the red space. We have 1 red gate, which brings us down to
2 red gates.
We have 2 red gates?
Part of Africa.
A new one.
All right. That's less fun.
It is. Okay. Then reckoning effects.
All right. So
there's no monsters. Oh wait. The cultists don't do anything on reckonings, right?
No. And the Nafka doesn't do anything interesting either. Great Old One doesn't do anything. Mythos cards aren't in play. So we go to items and conditions.
Okay. Every time there's a reckoning, Rex now gains 1 clue and improves a skill of his choice. So I gain a clue, and I mean, is it foolish to max out influence since I keep on buying stuff using that?
I mean, eventually you'll want to do stuff other than just buy things, but sure, whatever.
Boy, you know, my influence on you is profound.
Looking what this was before Rob bought the fruit. The fruit is now gone. There's not a lot of reason for that. I am going to improve lore because I do have a spell, and it's nice to be kind of all around, and that's my reckoning effect.
Len,
Sister,
Okay. I have a blessing that I can re-roll just to see, but I would have lost it. I would have lost it, except I fear no evil. I cannot discard a boon condition unless I choose to, and I choose not to.
Wow, Sister Mary is powerful.
All right, so Michael has to deal with the markings of Isis. Luckily, he has +1 from it. But it's -1, so he's going to be rolling just 2 dice.
Oh, almost got them both.
1 success. The strain of maintaining the aura proves draining. Lose 1 sanity unless you spend 1 focus.
Huh.
Do you want to get in the way of that one?
I don't, because I see what the reckoning is. I mean, the mythos card is.
All right, I'll spend the focus. And Ursula doesn't have anything yet. So that's the reckoning effects. What's next?
Okay. We spawn a gate.
We spawn another gate.
Okay, spawn a gate.
In
the pyramids.
With the servitor of the outer gods. Oh, man.
Oosh.
Okay, physical resistance. So you can only get bonuses to dice if you're using a spell or something with magic. Do I have that right this time?
Does the agency quarantine work on it?
Yes.
Yes, because that's an effect. It's not extra dice.
We'll have to talk about that, but all right.
The card.
All right. A cold, bitter wind howls through the trees. People everywhere cling to their fires and blankets. The chill has settled into your bone. There is no warmth to be found. Tides of despair. Each investigator loses 2 health and 2 sanity unless he discards a blessed condition. Well, I have no blessed condition to discard. I am Rex Murphy, so I have to go down to 3-3. We're doing well, but this game is hitting back hard.
I'm gonna lose the 2 and 2.
Are you going to try to prevent the loss of sanity?
No, I'm gonna prevent it for Mike, Glenn.
Okay.
All right.
So you lose the 2 health.
2 health.
And I've got lore of 3 +2 for spell effects, plus roll an additional die, so total of 6. Try to instill bravery. Don't be afraid, Michael. Sister Mary has you. Oh my God, maybe
or
she doesn't.
not.
Wow.
But I can re-roll 1 die with my Agent of Secrets. Holy crap. Okay. 1
Holy
success.
cow.
You don't lose the sanity, but how am I going to get it?
Nope.
You lose a health.
Magic binds itself to your body, preventing you from leaving. That investigator loses 1 health.
Wow.
All right, and Ursula takes the 2 and 2.
The good thing is that this is the good instill bravery, but still, oh.
Oh my. All right. But we have 4 clues on occult research. At the end of the mythos phase, if there are clues on this card equal to the number of investigators, solve this mystery. So we've plowed through 2 mysteries in our first 4 turns.
Yeah.
Yeah, we cooking.
Let's see what comes next. The true name. Fragments of Azathoth's true name exist in long forgotten tomes. It is said that if a person speaks his name aloud 3 times, the blasphemous sound will grant the speaker great power. When this card enters play, place a number of Eldritch tokens equal to half the number of investigators each on a random space. As an encounter, an investigator on a space containing an Eldritch token may attempt to find information about Azathoth's true name. He may spend 2 clues to place that Eldritch token on this card. At the end of the Mythos phase, if there are Eldritch tokens on the card equal to half the number of investigators, solve this token. Place the number of Eldritch tokens equal to half the number of investigators each on a random space.
Yeah, so we'll draw 2 clues to figure out where those random spaces are.
Okay, so it comes down to 2 spaces somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One on the Amazon and one on the Himalayas. Remember you were talking about the Himalayas? Nobody
Oh,
cared
yeah,
about the
no.
monsters there. You jinxed it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, someone should visit Gnopketh.
Wow. And then we need 2 clues and someone to get there with 2 clues. That's going to be a bitch.
Yeah.
Actually, not true. Because Safina's got 2 clues on her dead body.
Yeah, it's still going to take a little effort.
Yeah.
I have 2 clues, and I'm right next to the Amazon. So
Yeah. Yeah. Who's going to be our lead investigator?
I'll take it.
Okay.
I don't have anything sexy going on. I'm still in San Francisco and can't do much. So maybe...
Hold on. Doesn't Safina go to the nearest city
Yes,
space?
she goes to the nearest city space.
Oh.
We're going to decide that that's here.
Oh, then you might be able to do it next turn. We might be able to do this in 2 turns.
What encounter did I do this turn? I should have encountered her. Oh well.
You did the.
You
no, you
had
did
to
the
do a
clue, and that's what
research
flipped the
clue
mystery.
to
Yeah.
flip the mystery.
Okay, so I would have done that first anyways.
Yeah.
All right. So what is Sister Mary going to do?
Sister Mary, there's really not much. So, do you want me to just buy the agency quarantine, clear the... I mean, like, that's really not much that she can do to contribute here. So to be quick, you know what? I'm gonna gain a focus. Oh, I'm gonna rest. How about that?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna take a resource and then just rest and get 2 health and 1 sanity back. That's all. Keep her alive. That's it.
All right. So Michael does not have a boat ticket. So he's just gonna move.
By the way, Len, did you get an additional sanity for resting?
Oh, I did
From-
not because
from
I
your
have the
psychoanalysis?
Thank you. Yep, she's back to full. Okay, great.
He also is going to rest. So he's going to spend his resource as well to come up to 5. Then Ursula also is going to rest.
Focus.
She get something when she focuses?
Did you want to use
You
the
get
fruit?
Oh.
you get to reuse 1 focus.
Right. No, I was going to use the fresh food to come back to full. There
Okay.
we go. There we go. That's what
That's
we're gonna
not
do
that
there.
you still have 1 extra action. What are you doing?
Yes. Yeah, I guess the is there anything worth buying? Yes. So we're gonna take another shot at acquiring resources. No successes. So let's go into debt to get an automatic.
So,
I
was just wondering about the risk of going into debt when you're not going to be fighting anything in theory.
Well,
yeah,
in theory.
Something that doesn't say.
I mean, I could get a.
Oh yeah.
Where is the second Eldritch token? I've lost track of it.
It's up in the Himalayas.
In the Himalayas.
So
oh, it's up
Ursula
there.
Can get to that next turn.
Okay. All right. So it's my turn. The question is, do I focus or do I rest?
Yeah, because, sorry, to back up, she will be fighting that Nafka.
Oh, right.
No, we can use the agency quarantine to get rid of it before she gets up there.
That's true, too, but yeah.
All right.
But I think I'm going to rest.
Yeah.
Because 3/3 is dangerous, and I will go to the Amazon. And that's it.
All right. We'll take a third San Francisco encounter. Sister Mary's just hanging out.
Francisco's quite a place.
Yeah.
You try to earn the trust of the local director of New World Incorporated. Test influence.
All right, she's got an influence of 4. We saw the last time what happened. She tested influence. This time she's okay.
Passed.
Yep.
If you pass, he provides you specialized training, gain 1 talent condition, and improve observation.
Sweet. 1, 2, 3. Blessed. 1, 2, 3. Can't be a blessed. Elusive. Okay.
All right. Michael will have a London encounter.
Grab that one. That's Michael. The leader of the cloister has been caught. Rejoice. He tells you about the cult's worship of Dagon. Gain 1 clue.
Okay.
You ask him how to discipline your mind. Test influence -1.
All right. So that's 2 + 1.
Wait, 2 + 1.
I get a +1 to all skills from ISIS. Right. It was influence -1. I pass.
If you pass, he helps you gain a focus.
Okay. That's not a reward you see very often.
Oh. It's not that great of a reward, but
yeah.
Hey, you got a clue and a focus, so that's not terrible.
All right.
So, Rob, you are encountering
the dead, or the
in case of injuries. A nasty concussion has caused Seraphina to go blind. She can barely control, and she can barely control her brush as she applies paint to the canvas. She gestures half-heartedly towards the pile of her things. Gain all of her possessions.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
You attempt to identify the subject of her painting. Test observation.
So my observation is a 3. She didn't have anything that's gonna help me with that other than the trinket. All right, so I will spend a focus, but once per round when I spend a focus, I gain a focus.
No.
From the
trinket
that I just got.
Oh, you just got it. Okay.
Good.
There we go.
Okay.
Deft touch.
All right. If you pass, you realize it's a self-portrait, and the glimmer of a smile passes over her face. Retreat doomed by 1.
All right. So we're back to 11.
All right. According to this, I don't do anything. I just, as an encounter, an investigator on a space containing an Eldritch token may attempt to find out Information about Azathoth's true name. He may spend 2 clues to paste the Eldritch token on this card. So I will spend 2 clues.
Oh, you don't even have to test anything.
No. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's in the bag. Like,
this is really, yeah, okay. So I spend 2 clues. I put an Eldritch token.
the one.
Oh no, that's.
All right, it's Mythos time.
It's Mythos time.
Oh, it's a rumor. So we spawn 2 clues. Okay, I got it. Got 1 in the pyramids and 1 in the Himalayas. What do you know? Himalayas is getting busy. So it's gonna go on space 15. Where's that? Is that up where this? Oh, it's down low. Oh, it's where you are.
Yep.
Oops, sorry, Ursula. And 3 Eldritch tokens on the card. And so, the gangs in South Africa are uniquely adept in using violence and intimidation to take what they want. They've begun to use the nation's international shipping to spread their influence around the world. This is Scavengers. As an encounter, an investigator on Space 15 may investigate. If he testing observation -1. If he passes, he may spend clues equal to the number of players to solve this rumor. When there are no Eldritch tokens on this card, each investigator discards an item, an ally, a task, a spell, a talent, an improvement token, and a focus, then solve this rumor. And on reckonings, we would remove 1 Eldritch token from this card. But once again, game, the joke is on you, because this is never coming to pass.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah. This feels like the end of a Champions game.
I'm a little disappointed.
We're just
Well,
it's just math.
Azathoth is easy in Eldritch and very hard in Arkham 3rd.
Right.
Because he's like, I feel like this is like the base game, like first guy you go against.
But not because he's easy, but because he's straightforward, I understood.
I still think, I mean, the mysteries haven't been that bad.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's finish this up.
Let's wrap it
I'm
up. Let's
taking
do
lead
it.
investigator. And the reason I'm taking lead investigator is Rex is going to use his ability. Action, gain any number of assets of your choice from the reserve with a total less than your influence. With a total... I've been doing him wrong.
No, you haven't.
With a total value
Less.
less than your influence.
Oh, no wonder it's been so easy. Eric's been cheating.
I have been cheating this whole game.
Son of a gun.
Well,
Then why as the punishment, you can't use that ability to get the card.
Right.
You have to earn it.
Well,
Go
I
shopping.
can't get the ability to get the card anyway, so that's fine.
Yeah, I guess it's true. That's a good
So-
point.
I guess I will move to Buenos Aires and I will attempt to shop, but I don't know if I can make this now. I need 2 successes at least. I got 2 successes. All right, I'm drawing a debt. Draw the debt and use my 2 successes to get agency secrets. Monster of your choice loses 4 health. I'm choosing this guy up here.
Which guy?
Gnup Klineth, so
Yep.
that you can do what you need to do up there. He
Alright.
dies.
All right.
Unk replaces it. I really cheated this game. Wow. I got so much stuff I shouldn't have gotten. Oh well. Sister Mary, what are you doing?
Sister Mary is she is going to there really is nothing versus so she's gonna just for ha-has acquire assets because there's nothing for her to do. So she's gonna roll her 4 dice. She's gonna get 2 successes and she's gonna just take the fishing net, and the occult text. She's gonna go into debt. That's how little she's got going on. She's gonna clear these out. Maybe there's something that somebody else can use.
We didn't even see a dark pact this game. We didn't even get the option to take a dark pact.
Action 2, I am going to take a focus. Mike McGlenn. Uh-oh, Rob, we can't hear you.
I'm not talking.
Oh, well, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if it's still worth going up against those critters.
Probably not. Go to Rome or something. I don't know.
Well, if I die, not a whole lot's going to happen to me.
Okay. We're just stretching out the game now.
So, yeah. All right. So, going to take another focus. We're going to move to here.
Oh, no.
And take a nap. Then Ursula is going to move to space 17. Then she's going to use her special action, move one space along an uncharted path, and perform one additional action to get here to the Himalayas. Then she'll focus again.
Okay. Someone give me a Buenos Aires encounter.
What do you mean, someone? It's me.
All right. Well, you would be one of those summons.
So it's true. The writer, Victoria Ocampo, likes to debate with others who possess an alert intellectual mind. You try to keep up with her wit in hopes that she'll share her merchant connections throughout the city. You may spend a focus to gain a random trinket asset from the deck.
I'm unfocused
Sorry,
right now.
It's trying to make up for you losing your
Yeah.
thing.
I got a lot of trinkets, but I lost the best one. But
You still in?
Yeah, it's still in San Francisco because the weather's beautiful and, you know.
The Academy of Sciences asks you to study a strange corpse. The creature is vile, and you see why the Academy of Sciences have avoided it. Test will.
All right, I've got a will of 5. Pass.
If you pass, your work merits a grant. Gain a funding condition.
Oh. Where is a funding condition?
I have no idea. I don't think we've seen a single one this entire campaign.
Oh, it's in deals. I just saw it. There we go. You can discard this card in place of gaining a debt or to discard a debt condition. Well, let's do that. Actually, no. Let's let this ride. Like you, Rob. I want to have an exciting last turn.
All right. So, Michael McGlenn.
Pew pew.
Has 3 monsters to contend with.
And he's laying down what could be a very indicative pose for him of what may come.
So we're going to start with the Maniac. His will is only a 2. +2 because of the Holy Cross.
I'm disappointed no one started singing Maniac, by the way. We already had Holding Out for a Hero, and I thought with the 80s Brigade we would be singing, but I guess not.
So just made that. And then if I defeat him, I'll get an axe. So that's not quite yet. So my strength is starting at 5, -1, +4 for the gun. Two successes is enough to defeat him.
You get an axe.
I get an axe. Now the axe lets me spend 2 sanity to re-roll dice. And who knows, maybe I'll want to do that. So now the cultist, I just have to do the horror check After resolving the test, lose 1 health and defeat this monster. So I don't even need to pass it. Which is okay, because I'm rolling 2 dice. Is it at a modifier? No, it's not. So +2 for the cross. Roll them up. Okay, so I don't take a sanity loss, but I do lose 1 health. I lose 1 health, and then they're defeated. So finally, the Ithian.
This is where it gets real.
Yeah. So I think I'll survive. The question is, will I defeat it? So again, rolling 2 + 2 - 1. And that's a 3.
That's a 3. Oh.
That's
All
a
right, so
3.
I can save you from losing sanity.
Okay. Let's do it that way.
Yeah.
Except you might lose health.
That's
Oh,
okay.
that's all right.
Worst thing that happens is I go through another
No,
character.
he'll lose health if I roll like a dumbass again. So
The
I'm
key
rolling
there is
6.
again.
I said again, like I whiffed on that other one. So I get 6 dice. I do get a reroll, but I mean, in theory, holy cow. 2, that's enough to make him not lose.
Yeah. Nope.
Oh, no,
Nope.
it isn't.
It is not.
Let me reroll. I'll reroll.
Nope.
Let me spend that focus. There we go.
There we go.
Now it's
All
a 3 and not lose sanity.
All right. So, and now for the combat, base of 5 minus 1 plus 4. All right. So I take no damage. So now, I'm not going to do that. I was really tempted to use the axe, but going down to 2, we still have a Mythos card to get through.
Okay.
So,
Oh, you got your Isis that gives you a free reroll.
And you got 2 focuses.
oh. Okay, so I will use Isis first. I will use 1 focus.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay, so I kill it. So actually, that...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's not it. That, what was the other thing I killed? The cultist and a...
It was a 1, whatever the other one, wasn't it?
Well, we'll worry about... Oh, it's the maniac.
Yeah.
It's not enough. Okay.
Okay.
And
So
then
I'm assuming you're having a wilderness encounter, right?
first... Oh.
I'm teasing.
Oh, no, but Michael defeated everything. He could go through the gate.
Could go through the gate. You want to go through the
Let's
gate?
go through the gate.
You are drawing this out, man. All right, go through the gate. Through the slits of the closet, you see yourself as a small child sitting up in bed. Who's there? Asked the frightened voice. You tried to persuade your younger self that you are a friend. Influence -1.
Oh, Rob.
Thank goodness for the markings of Isis.
Yeah. Oh, no!
Ah!
Reroll from the markings of Isis. Reroll from the focus. Spend the
that
clue. Because I've looked at the bottom of that card.
Oh,
Okay.
there you go.
I pass.
Well, do you want... Okay, sure. You didn't actually, but...
Why not?
Why?
You used the markings of Isis. You can only use it once.
Oh, he's right. He's right.
You're right. All right. I failed.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The child screams out for help. A man bursts into your bedroom. Your father aims his shotgun at your chest, and you attempt to wrestle it away. Test strength.
Oh, all right, he's got strength. That's like McGwen here. Nothing to worry about, right, everyone?
Right. I do get the +1 from the marking devices for the test.
Yeah, I mean, statistics. Oh, you got lucky! You gotta love the physics in this game because we would definitely never see that in a. That's twice tonight we had that happen.
The child screams out. Okay, you attempt to wrestle it away very weakly, but you passed, so nothing happens. Okay.
And I didn't even close the gate.
Didn't even close the gate.
All right, and then as an encounter investigator in a space containing an Eldritch token may attempt to find information about Azathoth's name, he may spend 2 clues to place that Eldritch token on that card. So I'll spend those. Put that there. I think there was only supposed to be 1 on each of these spaces. All right. And that's all of our encounters, right?
Yep, we got 1 more mythos.
1 more mythos. Let's see who survives.
I picked up the whole deck, so we're all dead.
It's an easy.
Okay. Did I do that right? Is that the card?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Advance the Omen track.
I'm gonna go to a blue. We've got
2 blue.
2
2
blue.
blue. 2 blue, bringing us to 9.
And then we get a monster surge on those blue gates.
All right.
One of the things that's weird about this game is when you defeat the old one, usually the world is still a mess. You know, it's like there's gates everywhere, there's monsters everywhere, and you're like, well, we defeated the biggest monster, so by video game physics, that means we won. But I think...
Well, when this is done, I have an idea on that.
Yeah, okay.
So,
Spawn a clue. Echoes of the Past. When this card enters play, the lead investigator chooses artifact, character, unique asset, or boon condition, then discards 1 card from the reserve and replaces it with a random card of the chosen type from the deck. As part of an acquire asset action, you may spend 3 successes to gain that card from the reserve, then discard this card. So it's just simply positive.
Yeah.
But whatever. I'm not going to bother with that. So we're done. Mythos phase is done.
Mythos phase is done. We won.
Not only did we win, we really won.
We won in one.
This is like winning Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory. Like we're in the glass elevator right now.
So the reason Azathoth is the last ancient one in this campaign is because he's the dreamer, and if he wakes up, all of reality pops out of inexistence. So it doesn't matter how messed up the world would have been. Nothing would have existed.
Imagine if we played a campaign with all the gates and monsters that started off that were left on the board from the previous game stayed on the board.
Yeah, or devastated cities stay devastated. I considered that, but man.
Or straight up hardcore mode. If you lose against an ancient one, you got to start back at the beginning.
I don't know if I could do that.
That's a 6-year commitment.
Yeah, that is. This has been a fun journey with you guys.
It has.
This has been a very fun journey.
This has
wasn't
gone.
I wasn't expecting to blow through this one so quickly. So that was a bit surprising, but it has been very fun.
Most of the games that we have done have taken us 2 sessions. And so I might not be entirely prepared for us to switch over to our next series as early as next week. So we might take a little bit of a gap before we deal with that. Maybe not. I'm not entirely sure. But yes, this was quite a surprise. And I don't think I threw in 1 easy card into each stage. I don't think that particularly helped or hurt us. I think that either way, we just blew through this a little bit easier because Eric cheated.
Yeah. Oh well, I mean, a little, but I mean, Rex getting uncursed so quickly.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just that was just that made all the difference because I was expecting to be utterly worthless. You know, I was expecting to just go around and say
another typical effort out of you is what you're saying.
Yes. I was leaning into my strengths on this one. I was like, all right, at least I'll have an excuse this time. But no, I just he got uncursed way too quick. I think misreading that card did help a lot because I was able to get the tome that gave me a clue and other things a lot easier.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's hard to. What would have happened if we had played the game differently? You never know.
I think if anything, it might have been another turn or 2 at most. I honestly think, Rob, you were the MVP of this for 2 reasons. One, the selection of Mike McGlenn, getting that epic monster out early accomplished a lot of things for us.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
But then picking Safina, because nobody else besides her would have been able to get up to the Himalayas to do this round. And
Ursula, you mean?
I'm sorry, Ursula. Yeah. Safina was a shit pick. But Ursula was much better.
So Safina may have been a shit pick. I'm not at all convinced. I liked her stats. She was nice and balanced. But yes, and we got lucky because Ursula was chosen before we knew we had to go to the Himalayas.
Yeah. Right.
So that was definitely good luck.
Everything lined up this game.
Yeah.
Everything we did, we were like, oh, we need this, and oh, whoa, look, we happen to be right where that happens to be right next to us where we need to be.
Right.
I mean, the only thing that happened was Sister Mary got stuck in San Francisco forever, but I mean, she had a nice time, so I'm sure she didn't mind.
She was able to prevent sanity loss and stay healthy. Yep. I mean, I'd have given someone really long odds if they'd have said that Rex Murphy wouldn't be the best, wouldn't be the worst investigator, but it was clearly Safina. So, yeah, Eric, I give you a lot of credit. You played him really well, aside from the cheating, of course. But
cheating helped. But I mean,
it always does.
So I was not expecting him to be that. I mean, I joked. I was like, well, if I get uncursed, it will seem like I was a genius. But that was not my strategy at all. It was like, this is the last game. And I thought Azathoth was going to be impossible. I thought, it's the last god. He's just going to hit us like a truck. And I was like, if I'm going out with Rex.
I'm going out with a whimper.
Yeah, no, I'm going out with a guy who has no luck, and I'm going to fight to the end with the worst odds because that's Eldritch horror. I was going to play Rex, and every successful roll would have been a victory, and I would have been on the edge all the time worrying about getting a cursed condition, and I was expecting a really stressful thing. The dude just blew away his curse in a minute, and it's like, oh, okay, now you're one of the best characters in the game because you're well-rounded and you have a nice power, and yeah, it was It was very, very surprising, but that was not brilliant strategy. That was just dumb luck. That
A little
was,
bit of luck, a little bit of help from your teammates.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
I think if anything, this campaign has shown us that some of the characters that maybe we wouldn't have played before,
Yep.
wouldn't have jumped to play, that if you play them well, I won't say play them right? We played them well and actually tried to use their strengths, and it really made a big difference. I mean, like we talked about before, Rob. I mean, how many times have we played this game? I've got to be up over 100 plays of this at this point, and maybe I'd win maybe 40% of the time. And we went through this campaign and what? Lost once? I mean, you guys lost originally a few times, but
Right. So we've lost twice, and the last loss we kind of had to work for.
right.
Now, some of that we were playing with some campaign rules that if I was doing it over, I think that I would have kept the bit about the personal stories and just kept the harder mythos cards or something like that. So I think there were a few games that we played on easy mode.
Yeah, I think I disagree. I think keeping the personal stories is more powerful than we realized.
Oh yeah.
I think at the time we thought, oh, that's fun, but some of these personal stories, I mean, like Rex's personal story makes all the difference. And
Exactly.
if we were playing
that's
keep
true.
the personal story with Rex, he's obviously the best person to pick, because once you get that done, you're
That's
gold.
true.
And you're sitting with 7 and 7, and and you got a thing that lets you reroll all your time. Yeah, absolutely.
And Sister Mary, the same thing. If Sister Mary keeps her personal story, she's blessed throughout
from
the
turn
entire.
one.
Right.
Yeah. So the personal stories are a lot stronger. But I would play Rex again now. I mean, he's kind of interesting, and if you can get out from underneath that curse, he's very useful.
Well, don't forget though. I mean, 2 minutes ago you just said that a lot of it was luck.
Right.
The other thing
could
I'll
easily
say,
have gone the other way.
right? Like you made a couple of rolls you needed to make with Rex.
Right.
And being cursed, that's not always going to happen.
Yeah.
So your tune might have been different if maybe you took that second curse and now you don't get the ability to remove that passive, right? That really changes it up.
It does. But I'm not saying he's still not the best character in the game by far, but he's at least interesting to me now because I can see a path.
Yes.
For him, and when I looked at him the first time, I did not see a path for this being a playable character, and I was just like, I want to be silly in this last game. I'll take Rex, but now I can see he's either going to be an anchor, or if you can sort of squeeze out from underneath that curse, he's really useful. But it is touch and go.
I have a friend who would love to play Rex, basically to be that silly, the wacky player sort of thing. And usually, or in the past, I would yell at him and often forbid him from playing Rex. And now, having had this experience, I'm not convinced he would play Rex well.
Yeah, well,
having not gone through this. But again, I think I'm more open to it. I think I am more open to playing characters with 1 in skills than I was when we started.
Oh yeah.
I think I'm more open to taking random characters and doing the best that I could. I think that a lot of the strategy of this game is choosing your team, and I stand by that. But I don't think I'm going to be as particular about it as I used to be.
Oh, that's interesting. And yeah, I also think what helped is as the campaign went on, we really did work together a lot, which is the whole point of a co-op game, and this game in particular. I mean, we gave up, you and I, Eric, some turns just to make sure that we could get rid of that rumor and get rid of your curse as soon as possible. Put you in a position to get that as soon as possible. Forgetting about everything else going on, and sometimes you need to do that. And I think we did that better and better as we went through.
Yeah, definitely. All right, my friends, this has been a wonderful ride. I'm so glad that you guys stuck with me through it all. But even though Eldritch Horror is done for now, that doesn't mean the Games and Us and Watch Us Lose is done. We do have some plans of things to play next. Probably keeping in theme, so some of you might be able to guess what our intentions are just from that. But feel free to let us know what you think. Which investigators did you most like watching us play? What lessons did you learn from watching us go through this? And if you have suggestions on games that you'd like to see us try to win or see us watch lose, give us a shout out, and we'll certainly be open to some ideas from you all. Thank you again so much for joining me on this ride. Thank you, Len. Thank you, Eric. We might take a week off again, but it won't be long before we are back with some more cooperative funness. Have a good night, everyone.